Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Straight ahead, a good one in store this afternoon. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Buffalo Bills.
Please welcome your 2026 Buffalo Bills.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The veteran Matt Prater has this one set to get started. And off we go from Orchard Park. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by former #1 overall pick and Super Bowl champion with the Rams, Matthew Stafford.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
At the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2. First carry here for Kyren Williams.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
They run over center with Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, L.A.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. The motion man is Nakua. They go play action with Stafford. He'll find his tight end. It's Toby Parkinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Rams 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Now it's Nakua getting the jet sweep. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming, and it's not going to be a lot of gain.
A gain of 8 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to have the Rams first down. They're able to convert by plenty on 3rd and 1.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So, nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next third down situation?
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. Big Ed Oliver getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6. And it's 3rd down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Parkinson in motion. 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
His kick is good. And the Rams will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the NFL's most valuable player in 2024 at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And I'm not sure I enjoy watching any quarterback in the league more than I enjoy watching Josh Allen. I mean, he's a bit of a throwback in terms of his play style. I mean, he's just as likely to throw a 65-yard bomb for a touchdown as he is in 4th and short to run over the middle linebacker. I mean, he plays with such a hard, aggressive style. There's not a lot of guys built like him, Mike, and I'll tell you what, he's a blast to watch.
He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own. He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt. Xavier Smith is deep for L.A. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Rams offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. They put Adams in motion. Complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
26 yards.
That one good for 26 yards.
First down. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Los
And nothing
Angeles.
matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Here's first and 10. The shotgun snap to Stafford. A quick slant, and here's Adams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
6. Brings up second and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 4. On the give, it's Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 19
They'll get 19
yards.
out of that play. First down, L.A.
First down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Hairston on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 16-yard line.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. It's another run here for Williams. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Stafford now on third down. He gets this complete, finding Adams. And the Rams are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
They'll try zone read on first and goal. And he will take it in himself. Matthew Stafford. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming.
For the extra point.
Well, the snap, a poor one, and it's blocked.
Harrison
The
Beavis
kickoff team
to
is out on the
kickoff.
field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30.
The Bills take
Nice
over
job
first
on
and
the
10.
return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Bills offense ready for their second possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
DJ Moore. Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go play action here with Allen. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. It's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. They'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Play action. Here's Allen. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And good coverage by Putty. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
13 yards on the play.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
To the left side, and Adams has it. And he's in. Devontae Adams. Touchdown, L.A. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Rams add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Bills nothing.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. Down a couple of scores now, 16-0, as they want to get going here. Drive starts 1st and 10. In motion goes Cooks. On first down, it's Allen. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
They just desperately need to get something positive going here, Mike. It just feels like they're a play away from really jump-starting everything they've talked about being good at throughout the course of the week's prep. And it's really been the inability to sustain drives. So critical third downs, better on 1st and 2nd. Somewhere it's got to pop, and somebody's got to make the play.
And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
6 makes it 3rd and 4.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. Allen on 3rd down. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Now a timeout, Buffalo. Their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 5. Allen going to throw again. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And third down coming up.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
The Bills going to use their final timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
First and 10.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Throw once more. Here's Allen. That one downfield for Cooks. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
He was covered by Cameron.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. And next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
One more time going up top with Allen. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Makes the score.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
Matt Prater
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half as that one's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with first and 10. In motion goes Cooks. They go play action now. Here's Allen. And no chance to turn and go. That's one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Allen. First brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll try to run for it. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Now Allen on 1st down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going for the end.
He'll drop this underneath to Cook. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
On 3rd and a couple, here's Allen. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to. And certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
On play action, Allen. Now he's just going to pitch this one forward.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
To throw again, it's Allen. Pass caught by Shakir. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
He'll try and run here with Cook. It looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got enough. They convert on 3rd down.
Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard
And when you find
line.
yourself playing from behind at this stage of the game, Mike, I think this is 4 down territory if he doesn't pick that up. So they won't have to worry about it in this case, but expect the rest of this game, they've got to continue to be aggressive.
Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. And he will get into the end zone. Brandon Cooks, touchdown, Bills. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills are back within 6.
Rams 16, Bills 10.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Rams offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. So start this on the ground, it's Williams. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. They put Adams in motion. Stafford now on 2nd down. Here's a screen set up to Williams. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Throw it on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. To Cook. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It is 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills have taken the lead by a point here in the third.
17. Rams 16.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Play fake. Now Stafford to throw. And he's open middle of the field. It is caught. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
That's good.
First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down. The motion man is Nakua. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
They put Adams in motion. That's to Parkinson. Open right side. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Stafford now on third down. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
The ball carrier. Bradley Chubb on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bills' 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 9. Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
9 yards.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score. They got to score fast.
And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
Remember, a field goal takes the lead. But 1st and goal, you're thinking touchdown. You can't lose yards on 1st down. It completely changes your approach now on a goal-to-go situation. Give credit to the defense.
One more time for Williams. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to get this close to a 1st down, but he's out of bounds a yard short. And that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard. Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. Williams, and looked like he might have had a lane, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. 2nd down.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
They put Adams in motion. He'll try to run it with Williams. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, this crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. They'll motion the slot man right. They'll drop to throw. He puts it up, and it's caught. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
oftentimes you can tell the decision about whether or not a team is going to go for it on 4th down based on what they do on 3rd down, and I think they knew they had an extra down in their back pocket. Try on 3rd and goal to go through the air, and even if you fail, you still got one more shot at it, and it results in a touchdown.
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll run with Cook. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He was brought down by Jared Burris. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. From the gun, here is Allen. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
This pass right side, taken in by Cook. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Cook. Yeah. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers. It's a gain of 9.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
A run with Cook. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down. The Bills going to use their final timeout here, and they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells. So they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Allen on third down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
In motion goes Cooks. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
One play, fourth down. Everything you've done comes down to this point, Mike. I mean, what a finish. Somehow they dial up the play they need when they need it the most. And it looks like they're going to get out of this one with a victory.
The Bills are lining up for a
throw once more. Here's Allen. That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
Matt Prater is set
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. The shotgun snap to Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. Now they burn the timeout. They're in that gray area. You might be able to get in 2 plays, but maybe just one left in this game. We'll see. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Back to throw is Stafford. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish. And this one will come to an end. So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.